Hi guys, so I just watched one of Jellify's videos in which she mentioned 10 books that she read because of Booktube, and I commented something like, I actually find most of my recommendations for books off of YouTube, and that kind of got me thinking, like, is that even a good thing? Don't get me wrong, I love Booktube and I love watching videos on Booktube about the books that other people love and adore and that they can't get enough of and that they really just want everybody else to read. That's actually what I think is the best part about this whole thing, this kind of expressing our shared love for the work of a person who has put a lot of time and effort and money into creating something in the hopes that other people will enjoy it. But at the same time, I can't help but feel like being a booktuber and watching other booktubers' videos sometimes just turns into this vicious cycle almost of literally everybody reading the same books at the same time and devoting all of their time to this one thing that, yes, might be a really good book and really worth recommending, but at the same time, maybe, you know, there might be other books that are slightly lesser known that don't get any mention whatsoever. And for me personally, it gets even worse when I am just getting ready to buy a whole bunch of books and I've saved money for it and I've been waiting all month to just get this one haul and I'm so excited for it. But then I look at the list of books I am planning to buy and I notice that pretty much all of them I know off of Booktube. And while that in itself would not be a bad thing, I believe that it kind of turns into a slight problem if that is the case every time I buy books. Because as much as I value the opinion of the people I watch, I still kind of want to be able to contribute something myself, to be able to discover, you know, my own books and to just be able to maybe recommend something to other people for a change. Without trying to sound mean, I just sometimes feel like the only new books that are being introduced into this community are the ones that are being sent out for early reviews to some of the bigger booktubers, and yes, some of them are wonderful and amazing. I just feel like we should, you know, introduce other books as well. Maybe they've been out for years and years and years, but they might be just as amazing as the book that was just released last week. We should make a conscious effort to try and include books as well that maybe aren't, you know, being sent out to people, and books that maybe aren't as in your face and everywhere as, you know, the super hyped up ones. And so therefore I am now making a promise to the internet. From now on, every time I buy a whole bunch of books at the same time, I will make sure that at least 2 of them are not newly released or hyped about on Booktube. Again, I'm not saying that to undermine the value of this community and of the recommendations and reviews in this community, because I love it. I love everything about Booktube. I really do. Except for this one tiny thing where I just feel like we should at least give other books a fighting chance. I just feel like it's much too easy to become kind of lazy and only buy books that other people have already recommended 100 times over. Because yes, I want those books too. I really want them so bad. I want to be able to be in the conversations. I want to know what everybody's talking about and what the hype is about, obviously. But at the same time, I just feel like that shouldn't be everything. I don't want to limit my reading experience to just those books. Now that I've said my piece, I would love to know your guys' opinions on this matter. Let me know if any of you have also kind of grown too comfortable in this environment and have stopped really expanding and going out to bookstores and just looking for books that look interesting to you, because that's kind of what I've been doing and it's really bad. Like, I really miss the times where I would just walk into a bookstore and buy whatever sounded interesting, because now every time I go, I see like 50 titles I've heard so much about, and my initial reaction is to go for those books and make sure I buy those first. They always get priority because obviously I already know what they're about, at least sort of, and I know that other people have liked them, and that gives them so much of just a head start over all the other ones, and I don't give them the time of day anymore. I don't go reading the backs and being like, oh, this sounds interesting, this might be something for me, because I've just grown too lazy and it is really bad and I need to work on that. So here is my proclamation to the internet. This is what I'm going to work on. this year. It is a belated New Year's resolution. Please let me know your thoughts on this matter, and if you've noticed yourself kind of slipping into this comfortable position where you stop expanding your reading experience and your bookshelves to books that are not talked about as much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye!